Hello, Dr. Krupar and class, and welcome to my presentation on edX and what we can learn from this project for online as well as in-person education. To begin, edX is a project that represents a collaboration between Harvard and MIT. The two prestigious universities decided to offer a set of their courses completely for free online, using the same content and professors as can be found on their campuses. The goal for this educational platform, according to the schools, was to provide a very large data set for educational researchers to help inform and improve online as well as in-person education. The data set that has been collected identifies courses taken, looks at some student behaviors as well as characteristics. However, the data set does less to discuss educational design, content delivery, or evaluation formats. When we first look at the dataset for edX, a problem quickly presents itself, and that is that the certification rate for the edX platform is only 5.5%. If one of the desired outcomes for the educational platform is for students to complete courses, this is a real problem for edX. What we do know is that in the dataset there are 4.45 million students, and of those 4.45 million, only 245,000 certifications have been completed. This is between the years of 2012 and 2016 over a total of 290 courses. The hypotheses considered for this study were first that very large courses with very low certification rates are having an undue influence on the low overall certification rate for edX. If we can learn more about these courses, we may be able to improve the overall certification rate. The second hypothesis is that courses that require a higher median number of hours to complete the certification are also contributing to the very low certification rates at edX. This would be due to the likelihood that students taking free online courses are also working and have a number of personal obligations. Looking into these two hypotheses, the first set of findings is that there were only two very large courses with very low certification rates. These were CS50X and SPU27X. CS50X was offered 4 times, with all 4 offerings meeting the criteria. SPU27X was offered twice, with one of those offerings meeting the criteria. These two courses alone account for more than 960,000 of the non-certified edX participants. The two courses combined have almost 22% of the total student population and less than 3% of student certifications. When we looked at the second hypothesis, this one did not have support. The actual certification rates for courses requiring less than 60 median hours for certification and courses requiring more than or equal to 60 hours for certification were almost identical, and that's what these two pie charts are displaying. The certification rate for less than 60 median hours was 5.5%, and the certification rate for over 60 hours was just over 5.6%. Based on the findings, there are 2 clear recommendations to be made. First, to consider redesigning CS50X and SPU27X so these two courses better meet the interest and needs of students accessing the edX platform. In adapting these two courses, it also might be learned what helps a course for online learning compared to in-person learning. The second recommendation is the bigger one, and that is that we really need to know more about students in platforms such as edX. There's very easy access, meaning only a few seconds on a course makes you count as a student. So we need to ask who should be considered a student. And the last, much bigger piece is to understand the motivation of students who are accessing free online courses compared to those who may be accessing degree courses. Are there differences in the needs between the two student populations? Thank you for listening to my presentation.